Hey guys, so this is going to be my 2016 favorites. So I have a lot of favorites. I'm going to go ahead and get started. My first favorite is the Tresemme Keratin Smooth Flat Iron Soothing Spray. I use this after I have washed and conditioned my hair, and I just spray it liberally on damp hair, not soaking wet because it won't do anything. And it just helps protect it from styling products. When we use our flat irons, our blow dryers, curling irons, it works wonders. It's just great, and it's actually pretty cheap. I think it's about $6, and this will last you about 4 months, so that's a really good price for the time that you get to use this. So the next thing that is part of my favorites is the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. I use this every time I get in the shower to remove all of my makeup throughout the day. I just put a little bit on a cotton pad and I just wash everything away, and it is absolutely incredible. I love it so much. And I follow that up with the Simple Foaming Cleanser to wash my face. So I use both of these pretty much just together, and they're absolutely the best cleansers I've ever used. They're very fresh and natural, and they're just wonderful products to use, and I've been using these all year. I haven't changed my cleansers, so I love these so much. One of my next favorites is the Oil-Free Acne Wash by Neutrogena. This is the Pink Grapefruit Foaming Scrub, and I use this after I've done the micellar water and the foaming face wash. I just use this, and it has little exfoliating beads so that it can help keep your skin looking nice and wonderful. And I love this so much. It has a hint of grapefruit in it, but it doesn't overwhelmingly smell of grapefruit, and it's great. So I love this so much. And I follow it up after I get out of the shower with the Neutrogena Rapid Clear 2-in-1 Fight and Fade Toner. And I just put a little bit on a cotton pad, and I just wipe it all over my face, and it helps to clear breakouts and fight breakouts. And it's not harsh, so it's wonderful. It isn't harsh enough that it irritates your skin, so it actually does its job without causing more harm, which is what I found a lot of acne products will do, but this one is great. One of my next favorites is the Scrub of Your Life by Soap & Glory. This is the original scent, and I absolutely love the original. I've smelled some of the other scents. They're not my favorite. Like, they smell good. They're just, the original is my absolute favorite. I love it so much. And so I just use this about once every 2 weeks, and it just exfoliates, and it smells wonderful. And after you use this, it is literally, I have the smoothest skin ever after using this. So I will always buy this exfoliator. This is the best scrub I've ever tried. Love it. And my next favorite, this is the Mr. Bubble Bubble Bath. Now, it's like one of those things that you use like when you were a kid, and then I was like, I'm gonna try all these different bubble baths, and like I love a Philosophy bubble bath. They make the best scented body washes and bubble baths. And if I'm using just the bubble bath, I love using Philosophy, but if I'm gonna put in a really nice bath bomb, I just want some regular bubbles that the bath bomb and the bubble bath aren't gonna conflict with each other, and this gives me the most bubbles ever. Just put in a lot of this, and it's the best. And this was about $2. It's one of those things that this past year I was just like, I need bubble bath, and I saw it in the store, and I was like, that worked great when I was a kid, but I don't know what to use it now. And it's really sensitive. It's great. It's hypoallergenic, paraben and tear free. It's just, and it's dermatologist tested. So this is one of the best things I've ever purchased. Love this bubble bath. One of my next favorites is the Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin, and this is the Detoxifying Charcoal Mud Mask. This is absolutely wonderful. I use the Neutrogena exfoliator, and I use the Neutrogena toner every single day, and then depending on what is going on in my life, I will use this maybe 2-3 times a week, or sometimes it might just be once a week. This past semester, when I had a lot of stage makeup being applied every week, then I was using this 2 to 3 times a week, just because it really digs in deep and does a really nice deep clean to help fight those acne breakout moments. And it digs in deep, but it does not irritate your skin, which is great. And so I love this so much and would recommend. My next favorites is the Yes to Coconut Hydrate and Restore. This is the Ultra Hydrating. I use this every night after I've done all of my, after I've washed my face and done all my toners. I put this under my eyes, just a little pump. And this has lasted me at least 6 months already, so it's definitely worth the price for this. Most people see the price and they're like, oh, that's a little bottle for that little price, but it lasts a long time and it's wonderful. I've already noticed an incredible difference with dark circles underneath my eyes, and so fight lines and wrinkles now before I absolutely are trying to fix the lines and wrinkles later. Stop it first. My next favorite is the Olay Night of Olay Firming Cream. I use this right after my eye cream and just put it all over my face. It smells wonderful. It smells like when decades past, when ladies would like put their hair up and they wear the silk robes and like they put on their night cream. It just smells so clean and fresh, and I just love it. And it does not leave a sticky film on your face or a thick feeling. It soaks in and like it's just wonderful, and I love it. My next favorites is the Anastasia Soft Brown Brow Powder Duo, and I bought this when it was on sale because I wanted to try it out, and I absolutely love it. It just has 2 different shades. I normally will use the lighter shade. I'll just do 1 or 2 little taps with my brush and then just do a few taps of the darker shade and just fill my eyebrows in. It's the best brow powder that I have ever used. I highly recommend this brow powder. It's great, lasts all day, wonderful, looks natural. So my next favorite is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And so I bought this primer potion. It was on a special sale, and so I was like, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to invest, I'm going to try this out because a friend had recommended it. It's the absolute best. When I do my winged eye and I put on my eyeshadow, sometimes it won't last if I don't use this. When I use this, it can go all day. I can do a 12-hour day and my eyeliner will still look good. So I just put it on. Sometimes if I'm going to do a winged liner, I'll put it on the corner of my eye so that it just has a little more staying powder, and this is the best. My next favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. I had another foundation and it was causing more problems on my skin, so I decided to try this one. And this is absolutely wonderful. It definitely does the matte and poreless name that it says it's going to do. It is great. It is just absolutely wonderful. And I just put it on my little beauty blender and I just put it all over my face, and it dries almost instantly. And so I love it so much. So this is a definite must buy again, and I'm the shade Natural Ivory. And it covers up all my blemishes, and I just love it so much. So one of my next favorites is the Naked Skin Urban Decay Concealer. It is absolutely wonderful. I've been using this for the longest time. I've always had like really problematic skin, so I have tried so many different concealers, and this is the best concealer I've ever tried. I just put it on right after I've done my foundation. I just put it under my eyes and I put it on little spots. And it stays all day. Is the best concealer I've ever tried. Definitely worth the money. This is actually the second tube I have bought of this. Love it so much. My next favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me, the Set and Smooth Powder. And so it's just a powder, regular powder that you can use. And I just take this and I put my big fluffy brush in it and I just brush it all over my face. And since my foundation is already the matte foundation, it's not really calming down too much of the shininess. It's more just letting my foundation set and keeping it there. This powder so much. Another beauty favorite that I love is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I tried this mascara out about 1.5 years ago, and I have not changed mascaras yet. I absolutely love this mascara. I tried it originally because it was a vintage packaging, but it's absolutely incredible. A next favorite is the Besame Red Velvet Lipstick. I love this lipstick so much. It's just the absolute perfect shade of red, and it's actually the shade they use on Agent Carter in the Marvel series, and so love this. And everyone always compliments and says, what shade of red are you using? And I'm just like, it's this Besame, and it's in vintage packaging, which makes it even better. I love it so much. Recommend. This is actually my 3rd tube that I purchased of this color, so love it. My last beauty favorite is the Too Faced Sketch Marker. This eyeliner is the absolute best. I do a winged eyeliner 90% of the time, and I've gone through a lot of different eyeliners trying to find the best one. This is the absolute best. A friend recommended it to me, and so I went and I tried it out. It's a little pricey, worth it, worth every single penny. It has a calligraphy end on it, and so it is the easiest thing to use. It's literally like just using a really fine tip marker, and I love it so much. I have found that it's a little bit easier if you store it this way. So if you just put in a little container, I have a little container on my dressing table, and I just store it upside down so that all the eyeliner doesn't get stuck down here and it stays on this end where your end is at that you're going to use to do the eyeliner, and you just sometimes you have to clean off the ends because you get foundation, you get eyeshadow primer all over it to clean. It's wonderful. I just love it so much. This definite purchase this always. Into non-beauty favorites, I have a Scentsy in my room, and I love my Scentsy so much, and these are two of my favorites. I have the Blueberry Rush and the Baked Apple Pie. The Blueberry Rush, I have always loved things that smell like blueberry, and I saw this one, I was just like, I have to absolutely purchase that one. It is one of my new favorites, obviously why it's in this video. Love this one so much. And then my Baked Apple Pie. I have been using this Baked Apple Pie one almost all year long, except give or take a few months when I would like put in the blueberry one or I would put in like a fall scented one. It was always pretty much apple pie because it smells like Disney to me, and it just brings me back to memories of Disney World, and I just love it so much, and I just always have to keep that one going. My last favorite is actually a TV show, and so I have a disc. This is one of the discs. It's Sue Thomas FBI, and I love the show so much. It's based on a true story of a woman named Sue Thomas, and she's deaf and she worked in the FBI, and she can sign, read lips, and speak. And so she worked in the FBI reading lips for videotapes. And I just love the story so much, and they take these plots and they're just absolutely incredible. You can watch all of the episodes from the first episode to the very last episode and just watch them in order, and it's just great. But you can also, if you want, you can take one episode and like begin with that episode, and you're not going to be missing key pieces and key details that would make you not understand the show. So it's great if you just want to be like, hey, to your friend and like, watch this with me, and they'll actually understand it, and then they'll be like, oh my gracious, I need to watch the rest of these. And so you watch all of it with them. And so I've actually been watching this since I was 7 years old, and so 7 to now, it's still my absolute favorite show. Best show ever. Love it so much. Well, that's all my favorites. If you like this video, can you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and check back for more videos.